Hi guys, you are listening to the Cat with Strength podcast. If you enjoy this show, don't forget to give it a share. Right then, episode, do you know what? I can't remember what episode we're on. I think we're about 32 episodes in now. We're joined today with Evan Davies.
Hi boy.
How's it going, Ev?
All good.
Thanks for coming down.
No problem at all.
How was the trip down? Where you come from? Cardiff?
Just up from Cardiff, yeah. So, Newbridge is where I'm from. It's about 2 hours, just under 2 hours. Not bad.
Have you ever been up this neck of the woods?
No, I'm actually going to see my mate from uni. So, en route, Lambton. He's in Cardigan. So, only really to see him.
Yeah.
Is the only time
Appreciate you coming down anyway. You're someone that we've wanted to have on the podcast for a while now. I followed you for a while and all the stuff that you put out. And a couple of coaches in the gym, O's for example, he's spoken about you highly a couple of times. You've got were you supposed to do a comp with O's or something?
Supposed to do Sid. Yeah. I don't know whether he's shit out.
How'd you find O's? He's annoying, isn't he?
Nah, he's alright. He's top boy. Rip him. He's in the Masters now, isn't he? In the Dusties class. So.
Fogies, yeah.
Every
Every time we bring up O's in the podcast, I get a voice note the next day when it comes out. He's really pissed off that we bring him up and take the piss out of him because we don't speak about him highly enough apparently.
Has he been on yet?
He's been on, yeah.
Have he?
Yeah, he's supposed to come today, but he doesn't like... O's doesn't like early mornings. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning, yeah, so...
He's a 10 a.m.
He's a 10
3 p.m. trainer.
Yeah.
Doesn't like the 6 a.m. at all.
Yeah, so that's not happening now, is it? The comp of those?
Nah, I think we've got the British functional... He does mention something to me and Meg about that British functional fitness. So that'll be I think that's in October. Don't know where, but... Now, Sid, I don't know what happened there. Yeah. And then we'll try and get something.
He's getting into his high rocks now anyway.
I know.
He's a proper hybrid rock star.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Bought a Prowler the other day.
Did he?
Yeah. He's got a track in his house in his garden.
Who was he competing against for that then?
I think he's like he's a secret trainer with high rocks. I don't think he does much CrossFit anymore. Turned up here for a high rocks class the other day as well. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, he's got...
Head's gone.
His head's in the shed. Nah, all jokes aside, O's a top bloke and, you know, if he speaks highly about someone, then it's definitely someone I want to get on the podcast.
Good. Yeah, Sam.
Tell me about yourself, and how did you get started in the coaching world?
So I started... Well, I did sport and exercise science in Worcester. Which was like my university. And I was lucky that Blueprint had recently opened their new gym, literally my second year. So I just got stuck in with them. I was in their old gym and then I moved to the new gym and then started coaching, kind of like the odd coaching session when I was in uni. Obviously learned a lot from the AOD boys, team training, like Rhys, Will. And then when I got home then, I started to work in Lantrisant, CS72. So that was tough old shift because it was like 6 a.m.s and evenings.
Yeah.
But I lived an hour away.
Oof.
So it was like 4:30s get-ups. And then, coached in person there. Started to pick up some in-person PTs. Slowly moved them into online and then took the jump earlier than I should have probably. And then, started to grow the online stuff and then that's me. Here I am.
That jump's scary, innit?
I know.
And you went full cold turkey then from coaching face-to-face to all online, or did you transition slowly?
No, I kind of got up to a point where I was like 20 online clients. So it was okay money, but not livable really. So it was kind of like let's commit to this and I've got to do it then. And then from there it just went like 25, 30, 35, I don't up from there. So
yeah, and I suppose the more people you work with, the more results you get, the more social proof that people can see that they can trust you as a coach and 100%. They can buy into your systems and how you program and coach.
Definitely.
This is kind of relatable with me when I was quite heavily into the online. I've kind of done the opposite. I was pushing online really heavily to try and open the space. It's probably the best decision I made to open the space. Yeah. But the reason I started was I was playing rugby and that was like my side hustle then, I suppose. And I just had enough guts full of rugby. So I wanted to try and replace that rugby income. And I always said, if I can get that from online, I can stop playing rugby. Yeah. So I was almost like trying to build my online to finish playing rugby. Okay. Yeah. And it's a different different motivators for different people.
Why did you stop playing rugby? Why did you want to start?
We had again, travelling, so you were travelling an hour to work every day, like, so where we live, there's no decent teams, like, around here, so, like, if you want to play in the Premiership, you've got to, I was in Leith at the time, so that's an hour and a half each way, 3 times a week, plus, like, like when your heart's not in it anymore, and then I moved to Llandovery, who was the closest Premiership team, but they still train in Croissants, which is a good hour away, every time, and then my son Harry was born, and he was born and diagnosed with Down syndrome, whacked me for 6, and my wife. So when he was like, it was just a tough little 6 months to do that. So my head was just nowhere near it. Like when you're trying to do anything that you were or are passionate about, and your head's not in anymore, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And for me, it was just to get a little bit of money. So I really enjoyed coaching, and then
wanted to move that.
Yeah, that CrossFit Blueprint. That's a really good school to learn in.
100%.
I've again followed them for a while, and we actually, when we were designing this place, we were like looking at rigs and how to like do the gym. We've got the same rig here as them.
Oh, that
it's the exact same rig.
Right.
Just they've got it in blue, and it's a standard rig, isn't it? That's like the focal point of the gym.
They've got some of the best athletes and some of the best coaches as well in the UK. So I think it's just like a hub almost, and it's quite nice that Worcester's right in the centre as well. So it's like you can get anyone in there. But
do you think like how much of an influence do you reckon that's had on you to get where you are now? If you were to start, a lot of people start in leisure centres, don't they?
100%. I'm quite a talkative kind of bloke anyway. Like get a conversation going, so I kind of just spoke as much as I can, learned as much off those, and then it kind of provided me with the network to then go to places like Miami, and then you get a network out of that. So it's just like, it's one of the main ways that it's kind of grown as well. So I can't thank them lot enough really for it.
They say like your network is your net worth. Your net worth is your network, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
So and I'm a big believer in that as well. And like, it comes to fruition, like the contacts that you make, like they'll help you in the future. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Have you got like a mentor of the years that you started? Anyone that sticks out that's helped you get where you are now?
I gotta say to Rhys, my coach.
Shout out to Rhys if you're listening. Leave us a review.
He's one of the ones. I'd say as well, Mosley as well. I wouldn't have started CrossFit without him.
No?
Nah.
I did my level 2 with him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because he was in. We went to college together, same class. He was doing these like weird lifts and gymnastic things in the college gym, and he was kind of breaking away from rugby, and I was like, can't be that bad. I've done some gymnastics when I was younger, and I started doing it then with him. We're like weak as piss. But he's a very influential in terms of like, didn't allow me to move wrong, if that makes sense. Yeah. I learned a lot off him, off what he'd been learned as well, so it's just like kind of...
Trying to get him on the pod. You hasn't committed yet, tell him.
Mose, get on your man. And then, like business-wise, recently I've just been with Matt Optimize, which has been like next level. Optimize coaching is called.
Oh, okay.
And that's really, really helped. So there's kind of two things, the coaching side of things.
Yeah, of course.
And then
but they come together as well.
100%.
It's a business lives and dies on sales, I think. And if you don't have the sales, you can't offer your services to the best potential. So it's catch-22, isn't it?
Exactly.
What would you say like that you've learned off the business mentor that's like changed it for you recently? Anything that stands out?
Get the product right, and then sales will come.
Yeah.
But you also have to show that. So like a lot more social proof I've been pushing out lately. Just proving that what I say I can do, I can actually do.
I posted about this yesterday. We posted like a girl, May, shout out to May, she listens to the pod. Back in March, she hit her first pull-up. She worked for 2 years to get her first pull-up.
Class.
Got her first pull-up in March, and now she's doing sets of 10 and broken. So like the last 4 months of huge progress, but it took 2 years maybe to get that first one. But I said at the bottom, it's like, everyone says they can get results, but no one shows it.
No.
Like you have to show. I think that's such an important thing.
I know. It's in business in general. I think whatever product you've got to show that you can do it. If you can show that you can do it, then people are like, right.
In any walk of business, because everyone can say that they're the best cleaner or they're the best tiler or the best coach.
I know.
Unless you've got actual proof that your tiling is aligned and it looks decent, you don't know what you're buying.
No, Exactly. And I honestly feel like if you can get that in your head with any type of marketing as well, you can grow any business.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether it's coaching or whatever, but
I think ultimately what people want is the result. So obviously they want to get fitter, they want to get stronger. If you can prove that you can get people fitter and stronger, then they'll buy into it.
yeah.
But just to say that you're really good at it,
I know.
doesn't give
It
you any
doesn't do
credibility,
anything,
in my
no.
opinion. And I think a lot of coaches are just doing that at the minute.
100%. Just putting out videos of them training. And yes, it obviously helps because you want to be doing the thing that you say you're doing, but at the same time, you've got to look at it from like a buyer's perspective, and they're not going to buy from you, they're going to buy from the results that you give.
I had a big rant about this the other day. I think I posted something like, I wish I'd have known 10 years ago that the quickest way to like be reputable in the fitness world is to put out good content, do loads of training sessions with your top off. It was like, what's the other one? It was basically, I wouldn't have spent 30,000 on a degree on my all my coaching qualifications, trying to get results. I should have just like had quality content.
I know.
Bought a blue tick and done this and that.
I know. And it can go that way as well, can't it? Where you can put out good content and not have the product.
Yeah, which again, I think a lot of people are doing.
Yeah.
But I don't blame them. Like, obviously, again, everyone wants to live, but I think there's a lot of misconceptions in the fitness world. So the easiest way to see through those misconceptions is to just look at someone's results. And it's an honest way then. I would just advise anyone in any walk of life, if you're hiring a painter, like check out their work first before you hire a painter. Yeah. Same thing with a coach.
Yeah, exactly.
What you're kind of specialising down the CrossFit world now?
Yeah.
Full on CrossFit. Do you work with anyone that's...
I've with Peds lately. Obviously, Peds has been doing the triathlon stuff, so...
Mate, before you just got... That was incredible, by the way. Like, I really enjoyed... And, like, the coaches here as well. You'd be amazed how many people have followed that. Like, people come up to me and say, oh, did you see that guy run the Ironman? He's spoken about across the board, like, up here.
I know. It's... I know mates who were in a pub doing the Ironman, and they were sat there, and it was like the World Cup final. Like, loads of phones were just going off. You know the Ironman tracker?
Yeah.
Loads of phones were going off, and people were saying in the pub, random people,
class.
Oh my God, he's just finished. And it's just like almost everyone was following him.
Yeah.
It's mental.
It's fucking incredible. Like,
it is.
I actually...
I know.
Speaking
about it.
Yeah. Really, I love the picture that you posted. It was like whoever finished first, he finished Swansea first, and he had like 100,000 views on that reel, and then he posted Peds and he like, was it 3 or 30 million?
Well, no, like
a couple of million.
4.5 million views, 5 million views on his one, and then the leader was like 200,000.
Yeah. That encompasses what it's all about.
100%.
He, like, obviously I don't know him, but I can see like he made a goal, got you as a coach, and he just smashed it.
Yeah.
How long had he been training for that? How did he what made him decide to do that?
So it was 9 months from the start to thing. So me and Tidmarsh, one of my mates, Peds and Tidmarsh, like best mates.
You're a group of friends anyway.
Yeah, a group of friends anyway. We'd just finished Ironman Wales, Tenby.
Yeah.
Peds was watching that. And about a week or two later, I think it had, like, the realisation of what he was doing with himself had kind of set in and been like, I need to get myself out of this. And then we was actually sat in my living room, and we was kind of like, right, what are we going to book? We got to book you something, because you need something to train for, otherwise you won't do it. And he was like, oh yeah, maybe we could look at like a 5k or a 10k. And I was like, lad, gun to your head, you could do that tomorrow. You need to do something that you can't do right now.
Yeah.
And like it'll almost force you. So we agreed on Swansea. He went to Swansea Uni, and then booked it. I think about a week later when the thing came out. I FaceTimed him when I booked. So I booked it.
Oh, you booked it for him?
I booked it. I wouldn't let him control it. So booked it. FaceTimed him, sent him the thing, and he was like, right, let's get training then.
That's class.
But since then, it's obviously been, everyone's seen like the joys of it all and like the good things from the actual training experience, but so many times it's just like
dark.
Yeah, just not wanting to do it at all, which is normal.
Yeah, of course it is.
And like it's obviously a lot harder for him, like carrying the amount of weight that he was carrying, especially with the runs towards the back end when we was like 2-3 hour runs at the end.
Yeah.
But nah, it's sick.
It's you don't realise how much harder it is being heavy on a bike and heavy on running, any of those modalities.
I know.
I've recently started swimming myself, and first thing I had a coach, and the first thing he said was, "Oh, you'd probably be a little bit like better in the water if you lost a bit of weight." I was like, "Cheers, mate."
Yeah, I know.
It's common sense, isn't it? And it's fucking hard.
Very, very hard. Very, very hard. But don't know what's next. We're trying to plan that out now. He started back training, to be fair to him. He's done some swimming and biking and running this week, but
he deserves all the credibility he gets. I won't be surprised if he's going to get like people messaging him soon to come on, like.
Oh, huge! Like even in the after party, we went to Bamboo after Swansea, and the Ironman media team were there, and they said, any event in Europe, you'll have the event, you can do it for free, and we may be able to provide you with a bike.
That's insane.
And it's just like he's had T100 contact him to say, does he want to do the event in Dubai in November? So it's just like massive growth overnight. It's crazy.
It's like fully deserved as well, because I can promise you there would be a lot of people watching his progress, and a lot of people wouldn't think, he's probably not going to be able to do it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And he smashed it.
Yeah. Lots more people, like towards the end, were like, do you think he's actually going to do it? I was like, yeah, he'll do it.
You had full faith the whole way through.
I had full faith. I had to, because I was coaching him. Yeah. But
a lot of it's down to like someone's personality, I'd imagine, isn't it? Like if you know that person's got grit and he can push through tough places, then that's half the battle.
100%, yeah.
With him now, a massive part of it, like it's not him that just needs the recognition as well. It's the same thing with you as a coach. He wouldn't know where to start, how to train for it, how to build up to that sort of volume without a coach. So he like held his hand, I suppose, literally from day one to 9 months later.
100%, and it wasn't just me as well. Like I'll be the first one to say, yes, I wrote the program. Yes, I was calling him every morning, but it was the boys as well. Like around, we got a good group of boys.
Yeah.
All got stuck in with it, and kind of just like, if there was ever days we could get on the runs or on the bikes with him, we all would. And it's just like, it's kind of been like a big, and that's why all the boys at the end crying, everyone crying, not knowing why they're crying. It's just like,
no, I can like, I didn't even know the bloke. I know,
and I know, loads of people crying for him that don't even know him. Yeah. I'm like, what a like a journey. Do you know what I mean?
I think everyone's got their own demons and stuff that they struggle with in life, and his, I suppose, quite obvious. Like you can see, like he's getting back into fitness, like a big struggle for him, and he's gone and done that, and it shows people, well, if he can do it, then I can stop complaining, and 100%. It's very inspiring. And there's, like, again, back to that talk is cheap thing that we spoke about earlier with coaches saying they can get results. Yeah. It's kind of like the same with people who are trying to, like, you know, anyone can say that they can do this or they can do that. Well, he's literally proved it.
I know.
In fairness to him, and I really enjoyed following his progress.
Good, class.
You're going to make a documentary?
We've got, so luckily, it was all kind of planned, but we had a camera guy following us around on the Friday, the Saturday, him checking in, all of that. So it'll be like a big vlog. And then there was another guy then who, Dan, came to like the training sessions as well. So he's got more of like a formal documentary through interviews.
Class.
So there's like two, one like vlog style, one documentary. So.
And you're already talking about what's next?
Already, gotta be, because otherwise he's just gonna fall off the wagon. We're going to Ibiza next week, so that's first on the job. We'll clean that off, and then after that, then gotta get stuck into something else.
Deep, meaningful conversations.
I know.
I'm really excited to see what the next step is.
No, next
challenges. What you've obviously done an Ironman yourself.
Done Tembe.
Back to these challenges. Like I've again followed you for a while, and I've seen you've done a few hefty challenges.
Yeah.
That's probably part of the reason like you signed Peds up to this.
Well, yeah, I think that any of the endurance style stuff anyway is like, it's kind of like mind over matter almost, and just obviously the biggest part of it is they say that the day is the ceremony or the reward. You just kind of walk through it as such, but the training up to it is like the big thing for something like that. But
how did you manage like balancing your training? Because obviously you wouldn't have neglected your strength training and stuff when you're doing the Ironman. How do you manage to balance everything out while running an online coaching business?
I'd like to say I kept some strength. I definitely kept strength.
You
I
managed
think
to
it just
maintain?
went, yeah, like, obviously immediately after that first month, not so much, so I was just battered, but took about a month or two, and then, yeah, I was back up to, like, normal numbers, but I think, like, minimum effective dose, so
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of plyo stuff, especially towards the back end. I didn't even have time, really, around the actual Ironman training itself, so it's doable, but fucking hard work.
Yeah, I take my hat off to be able to try and balance it all out. I feel like it's something you got to go all in on, and if you can manage to maintain your strength when you do it, it's
Yeah. Because
crazy.
it's like the new trays at the moment is like the hybrid approach. And like, I think around about 3 months out, I started to like lower the CrossFit volume, as in like your typical CrossFit workouts. And then up from about a month out, it was just accessories and strength work, plyos, injury prevention work, because you can't, it's so hard to get, well, you're just going to batter yourself there and then run 3 hours. It's so taxing.
Did you do one again?
Nah.
That's it. One and done.
Yeah, one and done. Maybe if I have a midlife crisis when I'm 50 or 60.
Yeah.
But nah, the day was mint, after was good, and then like 2-3 months after, I was just like ill. I got three or four illnesses after it. Maybe I came back into stuff a bit too early, but
it's brutal sport in there. Like, we've had a couple of triathletes on here, like one of them qualified for the World Championships a couple of years ago. Like, it's brutal, isn't it, what they put their bodies through.
And how these boys do like 3 or 4 a year.
I know.
I'm like,
yeah,
fair play.
Joe, one of the back off topic, but you know when I said we had a tough 6 months when we had Harry, my son,
Yeah.
and I had a picture painted in my head of like children with Down syndrome, and I imagine like, you know, like a 40-year-old kid working with his mum in the supermarket, like really badly dressed, and that was my picture of like, because I didn't know anyone with Down syndrome, and then I went on social media and I looked at like families with people with Down syndrome, and the first post I saw was a kid with Down syndrome in America, Chris Nikic, who's just an Ironman.
I think I've seen that actually.
Yeah. And he's done like 2 or 3 now, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not what I had in my head.
No.
Like, and it literally like changed my perspective like in an instant. Like what it actually is, because I didn't have an idea, and yeah, that sticks with me. That is, and like again with Peds, like it shows that anything is achievable, isn't it? Bit of topic, but
no, it's completely on.
Yeah,
but it's something really, really hard like that you never expect someone like that to do it.
It's fucking class. Like I love these like, you know, show of strength and like character from people.
I know.
What I've known you've done 1,000 burpees as well. What else have you done? You've done a couple more, eh?
Marathon around the garden. They all lockdown ones. The 1,000 burpees was in uni, my uni accommodation. That was when like first lockdown happened.
I think you need to get a television or something up.
And then the marathon, that was awful.
How big's the garden?
We got a pretty decent garden. It's about an acre, but I think the loop was like 250 metres. Up and down the dale as well. Like my garden's on half of it's grass, and then it goes onto concrete, and I was like running around the house. But like the furthest I'd run up to that, it was like off the whim. My brother, we was in the hot tub in the night, all my family, and my brother said, I'm gonna do a marathon tomorrow. I was like, is it? Because me and him are very competitive between each other. Like if I do something, he'll do something. So he woke up early in the morning, and it took him like 12 hours to do this. He was like stopping, eating, and then the day after then I was like, well, he's done it, so I've got to do it. But carnage day.
So what's he planning on doing next?
I don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna have to do a full Ironman, but whether he'll set the boundary, he has to set the bar, because it normally is me, but that time round it was him. So we'll see what he does.
Yeah. Obviously, I've seen like you said, back to the social proof. I see like the results you get are really, really, really good. People who work with you in a short amount of time, you know, especially when it comes to like the muscle ups and all like the technical side of CrossFit, like people are getting really good results to you really quickly, which is awesome to see. What's your what would you say in terms of your programming? Have you got like a programming philosophy or any non-negotiables that you do differently to other people that you think gets you the results that you get?
I think just keeping things simple. is like the biggest thing, especially with how broad the whole CrossFit side of things is. Everyone wants to do different things every week, and it's the reason why people aren't getting better. So I've always just said, like, when they're on a call with me or whatever, like, get used to being pulled right back to basics, even though you don't want to be.
Yeah.
And do the simple things week in, week out, like, and the same things as well.
Yeah.
And it's like your whole like bodybuilding perspective. The reason why people get so good at bodybuilding or weightlifting is because the best weightlifting programs they'll do for a 4 to 8 week cycle, and it's exactly the same with CrossFit as well. But it's kind of just like being messed around with.
Yeah, the marketing with like constantly varied functional fitness, executed at a high heart rate. It's programming like a simple linear strength program in constantly varied functional fitness can be quite like not challenging but quite confusing, I suppose.
100%. But no, and there's got to be times where obviously you do different things, but I think the main bulk of the programming should stay the same, whether that be accessories, like your main compound lift, or the gymnastics component. That should stay the same week on week, and then on the odd day change the workout. Maybe run with a weighted vest, maybe go for a hike, maybe go swimming, whatever. And I feel like that should be incorporated, but just keep it simple. That's the main thing.
When it comes to the accessories, like you said, like one thing we find with our programming, we get people in for an hour,
right?
And like back to the minimum effective dose, you're trying to get your strength work in, you're trying to get a workout in at the end. We sometimes find it hard to like fit those accessories in. Will you have a day will you just focus on the accessories, or will you like always fit them into the workout, into the session? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So as in me myself, or for those coaching.
Obviously, when you train for yourself, you tend to have a bit more time. Yeah. You do 2 sessions a day, but if you know someone's in that gym for an hour,
I always call it like ABC training. So like A being the strength component, B being the fitness, and then C if you've got time.
Yeah, that we literally write in our programming a little star if you've got time.
That's I think that's the best way to go with training, especially is like have them priority movements or the stuff that you're really weak at the start, and then anything else if you've got a little bit of time, crack on.
But they're so important though. They are like.
I know.
I was having a good chat with those. Was it yesterday? Yeah, the day before yesterday, and obviously he's like a games athlete. He's won the Open last year, etc. The year before, whatever. And because he's had 2 kids now, he's got a busy business like yourself. He hasn't got that time that he used to have, and he's obviously like a masters athlete now with a wooden walking stick and things like that. He doesn't have the time to do accessories anymore. No. And the people that he's competing against a lot of them have got all the time in the world. They're full-time athletes.
Yeah.
And they'll be doing like 3, sometimes 4 sessions a day, which is probably a bit too much volume, but nevertheless, they spend loads of time on those accessories. And I find that, it's tough, isn't it? It's a balanced start in terms of your program. I was intrigued to see how you do that.
Yeah, I think I would always go with just like prioritize weakness work, and whatever time I kind of go through on like the onboarding call with people. Are just like, right, how much time have we got through the week? If you've only got an hour a day, there's no point in me throwing junk volume at you. Let's get the core done, and then if you space frees up, then maybe we can get some accessories in. But I think one main strength component, one workout is going to be way more beneficial than trying to squeeze it all in to a block.
I think from like my experience, like putting too much into a program is the worst thing you can do. It's better to have a bit less, so you more recovery.
100%.
When it comes to like recovery and stuff, then have you got like protocols, like non-negotiables that you work with your clients?
Obviously the main thing, sleep. That's one thing I try and really hammer home with everyone on board is like, especially every week in check-ins, if sleep is kind of disrupted, then kind of you can almost match it with their training and how they're getting on. So no, I'm a bit of a nerd with the sleep kind of thing. Got my own little routine.
I've seen you bought like a sleep mask.
Yeah, I got a sleep mask.
How much is that?
That was like 70 odd quid for a sleep
mask. If I told my missus, right, I just spent 70 quid out the joint account to buy a sleep mask.
I know. But the way I broke it down. Technically it's the business expense at the end of the day, because I made some content out of it, but the the way I broke it down was like, how often do you fall asleep? For how long? Break the £71 down. In 70 days, it's £1 a day. In over like 140 days, 50p. And it just goes down and down. So I was like, that was the way I broke it down. But there's like supplements as well around it. I think if you can learn about that as well.
Yeah.
Like hujon, ashwagandha, magnesium glycinate, stuff like that to just help. Because I think the most important part with recovery is not to put stuff in, it's to take stuff away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You get what I mean? Like, people add saunas, people add ice baths, people add all the, like, foam rolling. Don't do that. Take it out. Take out the extras.
Yeah.
And just focus on your sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've always said, like, if sleep was an optional like supplement, I suppose, that people could do, the ones that did it would look like they're on steroids, and the ones that
100%.
didn't prioritize it.
It's like what Matt Fraser said, didn't he, on the one of the podcasts? Is like, if sleep was a like a PED, it'd be banned.
Yeah.
It would be banned, because it's like, it's so important. It's the most important thing.
Yeah. No, 100%. Do you know, like, when it comes to, like, when you're working with clients, will you actually like can you like see the like their Whoop or their Garmin's? Will you track that? Or?
Yeah, so in the check-ins, I actually get them to, like, you can connect your Garmin to a thing, or take a screenshot of your week, and then just say, like, obviously it's rough data, but 9 times out of 10 it's normally alright. Like, if you've been out on the piss, it tells you off.
Recovery's 1%.
Yeah, exactly. So it just got like a thing with like sleep rated out of 10 for the week, and then I'll kind of come back then with different. Obviously, most people have been complaining about the heat lately, and how we can kind of combat that. There's not a lot of aircon in the UK, obviously, but yeah, just trying to throw ways around to see, right, how much time are you spending in bed? Are you going on your phone before bed? Are you reading? Are you doing some breath work? All these little things that, like, are just percenters that could add up, and then the byproduct of it is your training is better. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed recently with my wife is, this is an unofficial fact, that women always sleep less than men. You know that?
Yeah.
It's like, don't jokes aside, like,
no.
We've got 3 kids in the 3, and like, we'll both have a shit night's sleep, and because the kids have been up all night, it might have been 5-4 hours sleep sometimes, but always the girls have slept less than the men. That's a fact.
I know. Mental, I know.
No matter how much you are.
She complains to you, and she always says,
she's had less than you.
I haven't slept well.
Yeah, she's had less than you. One thing, do you know what? When we start every podcast, and I've not done it with you today, and we are going to bring it in now, we usually ask all our guests for a space fact.
Space fact?
Yeah. So
something about space?
Yeah. Everyone has to do it, Ev. So.
Jesus. Well, I've got to give you a space fact.
So you got to give us a space fact.
So
Sonny Webster did this. Everyone that comes on the pod, and it's under pressure as well. So we don't give you prior warning.
I don't even know.
Nah.
Much about space. Wow.
We've had some bangers on here. I thought I pre-warned you about this.
You probably. To be fair, them questions I thought I was going off the whim. I had a quick glance. I didn't see the space fact one. I don't even know. I don't know much about space at all. I'm not really like.
You have to make one up then. You know, if you say something with enough confidence, people believe you say the truth.
I could I tell you what, we were speaking about with the boys. We was going through the Red Bull page.
Yeah.
And the you know, the guy who jumped from space. I don't really have a fact about him, but it's a conversation I could talk about. The only thing I'd really know about space. Yeah, mental.
I know. It gives me the heebie-jeebies when I watch that, to be honest. It just looks like he's jumping into nothing, doesn't he?
Crazy. And like how many spins he did, and all kind of just went mental.
I know.
Then he landed and he was like, sound, done.
Frightening.
But no, I can't help you with a space fact, sorry. What ones, give me one.
The one we had yesterday, I'm going to butcher this now. A week on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. That was one. There's another one, if you put Saturn into a bathtub, it would float.
Would it?
Because it's full with light gases. There's another one that if you put a mirror on the sun, looked at it from a telescope from the Earth, you'd see dinosaurs because light travels at a certain speed and yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's just been part of the podcast since day one.
I didn't even see that question, sorry.
Yeah,
I would have researched it as well.
Since day one, we like trying to get a space fact from all our members.
Oh, mad. I should have ChatGPT'd it.
Yeah, that's what these questions are. What, obviously, like, you're a very, very busy coach, but you're also training very hard yourself. Like, for a while, you finished with the Open this year, you were in the top
100, I think?
Top 100.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very good scores.
Yeah, it's good.
And like managing that while a lot of these CrossFit athletes you'll see are full-time athletes. Like that's the reality of it. How you how do you balance both of that? Because how many hours a day are you putting into coaching? I bet.
Yeah, coaching now. It's kind of like training was here, coaching was here, and now it's switched, which is nice. Just as I got busier with coaching, like training's come down, and I think coming to terms with that has been quite big. For anyone who's like moving jobs or doing something, it's like realising, right, I haven't got as much time to train anymore. I'm not going to be as fit as I was. But there's other things you can work on that hopefully in the future when time does free up. What would you say? training, I'm still probably doing... I'd like to say 7 to 9 sessions a week, roughly, but they're a lot shorter. I try and get one in the morning, one in the evening, and then like a Thursday's easy, Sunday off. Yeah, that's my week normally, but nowhere near as much as we was.
Have you got any goals, like personal goals in terms of fitness, like CrossFit and?
Just this year now is like the plans to get as strong as possible. It's always the limiting factor when I get to a comp, and then next year. Hopefully get some individuals done. I think stack on a bit of size, get my strength up to a point where it's like not dead last, and then so we can go there next year. Hopefully book on some individual comps.
Class. How's your strength progressing now then since you've been focusing on it?
Good, really good, and I think that's also been like the blessing in disguise in terms of pulling conditioning out. Like I've been able to focus on my strength, come to terms with I'm not going to be doing workouts every day. And strength's just gone through the roof. It's been a lot easier to like stack my size as well. And my output's way less.
Because it's a trade-off, isn't it? Like if you only focus on strength, like your condition's going to drop, and if you only it's finding that right balance.
Yeah, I know. And I found like monostructural work, running, swimming, and cycling, have been really good to just keep my aerobic base. Yeah. So when I do go into a workout, the movements have never been foreign, but it's just like I'm just very out of breath. Yeah. I'm just not where the intensity was before, but yeah, it's good. Really good.
And in terms of from a business perspective, like what are you like looking to achieve now over the next year or two?
I think like pretty much for myself, I'm almost at capacity. Taking on another coach now, so kind of growing his books out in terms of like a hyper support model. Yeah. So both of us are kind of in a WhatsApp group, and client, me, Rhys, and then we'll kind of it's like 2 coaches for the price of 1. Any WhatsApp feedback is like both of us. So that model's trying to grow now, and then don't know.
Would you say like that's the first time that you've scaled your business, like in terms of scaling it, that it's not just you, hands on deck?
Yeah, 100%.
What's that process like?
It's very like weird, exciting, not really having a clue about like what to pay people is one, and then managing. You come from more of like a coach to an actual business owner, which is quite exciting because it's where you want to be, but then still making sure that clients are getting results, clients are getting feedback, clients are getting exactly the same service.
Business is profitable.
Yeah, exactly, and that at the same time, and then you've got marketing on top. So it's just like a constant roller coaster that you normally have to just put more output into it.
Have you had anyone help you like with that transition, or have you just kind of winged it on yourself?
That was with Matt Optimize. really, really good in terms of just like, having an understanding of been there, done it. Here's what you kind of got to do. But his team in general, like we just came back from Ibiza now, out on like a mentorship thing, and he's really, really clued up in terms of like everything really. He's like a Alex Hormozy style guy. If he's watching this, you'll like that. But
I'm a big fan of Alex Onozi, so
very get your work done kind of thing. Like work, just outwork everyone.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And it's not nothing fancy about it. It's just like
I always relate, like, from a fitness perspective, like, in my opinion, business like the Bulgaria method, when it comes to weightlifting.
100%.
They'll just put volume, 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 and then the ones who are strong enough to do it will win an Olympic medal, and everyone else will just fucking whoosh. And I think business is the same. You know, like if you got three coaches who are trying to make it like to there, one's gonna make it, the other four aren't, or two aren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And it's how much time can you put in your day without being, one, distracted, two, train too much and like let the product go. So yeah, I think that's, especially with like how Instagram is and everything, that was so easy to be distracted away from it. And that where your business is all on Instagram.
Oh, I know.
It's like you get on there and you got like you want to do some story carousels, or you want to do like a post or something, and then 15 minutes later you're like, what am I doing?
I know. I say to everyone, if you're complaining you haven't got time, just look at your screen time.
I know. Crazy.
Mine's high as well. I
know.
A lot. I'd say 50% of it is for my business.
Yeah.
But then the other 50%, fuck, I'm just wasting time.
I know. There's no excuse really. I give that excuse. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm
just
working.
watching Ironman videos that you post all the time.
I'm working. But a good quote with that is, what's it called? What's the quote? It's like how much you kind of absorb compared to how much you put out. So like flip that.
Yeah.
If you can reverse the amount of times you absorb, just create.
Yeah. I think I know the quote now, actually.
What is it?
Back. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean though.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you back to Alex Hormozy, and do you read a lot?
Read in the night now, yeah. Never used to. The last few months I've been starting to read. Not a lot. Try and get a chapter done. I'm reading Atomic Habits at the moment.
Nah, I've read that. James Clear.
Yeah, really, really good. But not as much as I should. But yeah, in the nights now I've tried to get...
Any book recommendations? That's anything that's like changed things for you?
That's a really good one. Not a Life Coach by James Smith.
I listened to the audiobook. Audiobook's good at that.
Audiobook's good.
Because he narrates it himself.
Right. He's very well spoken, isn't he?
Yeah. I love the analogy he does, like when he talks about like when he worked in a bar in Australia and he was working like 6 hours a day and like say it was minimum wage, but he's living his life. And he was working corporate in the UK and he was working like 16 nowadays, massive money. Then you worked out the actual hours that he did working that corporate job. It was the same as the bar job. And he was actually living life, and
I know
perspectives.
That's the one thing like I kind of like speaking about is like when he was obviously then like scaling the business. Where do you want to scale the business to? Well, 6 figures would be a good goal, but what is my rich life? And like what is your rich life? Everyone's is kind of different, and everyone wants to. I still want to be able to go for coffee with the boys. I still want to be able to train.
Yeah.
Is that going to be flipped away from me if I grow it even more? Exactly like what James Smith, he's massive on that as well, isn't he, in terms of like knowing what is your rich life.
Yeah, I think everything's a trade. I said this recently. I think obviously you're going to trade time for money, and you're going to trade doing something you enjoy for something maybe you don't enjoy, and I think that balance is the most important thing.
Yeah.
But it's different for everyone, isn't it? But James Smith, you won't get a bigger grafter than him over the years.
No.
He's
exactly. And that is the thing as well. It's like realising, I think coming to terms with business in general is it's not going to not work. You've signed it. You've signed the contract now. You're going to work every day.
There's something nice about knowing that what you put in, you're going to get out as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's on you, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get results, it's on you to like show your clients that you can get results. It's on you to check in with people, etc.
Yeah.
How do you find? So obviously, I can relate because I've been there with the phone and things like that. Especially I was pushing my own online coaching. How do you find like how people react to you when you are on your phone a lot, or do you get like negative comments and be
like boundaries is a big thing, I think, and at the start, especially, it would be like a constantly working all the time, like whenever I could. But I think it's very, very, in terms of business in general, it's like seasonal periods where that needs to be done, and you kind of need to be a bit selfish to then, like that's kind of got me to here. So now I can kind of take that step back.
Yeah.
But nah, I like really try and be as present as I can be when I'm in situations now that I never used to be. And that was like a big work on for me this year, especially.
Have you got like systems in place to help you with that? Whether it's like turning your phone in airplane mode or...
Yeah, do not disturb is obviously a big one. I try and don't answer or reply after 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. They're my kind of times. And like anything that comes in after that, or like close to it as well.
Do you have an automated message?
Leave for the next day. I've never set it up because I don't know whether I'd like to receive it myself.
They're annoying, aren't they?
They're very annoying. And like if I was to send that to someone, if I was to send a message to someone and they would send me an automated response, I don't know whether I'd like...
Yeah.
Not like it, but I always know I'm going to reply to them.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
I agree. But you won't set a boundary with like, say if you take me on as an online client now, I do my initial like what's it called? Onboarding with you. Will you say like, look, I don't reply after this?
Yeah.
You say that.
Yeah. That's just straight away. Like during the days, contact me. I'll have my like reply blocks. Whether I'm in them at the time of your training, great. If not, it'll be the next reply block.
Yeah.
I try and do like three or four a day, or like clear my inbox.
That's good, because like that's one thing I've massively struggled with, especially like I said when I was pushing my online coaching. Like, you know, I got wife, kids. I was working with my dad on the farm, and my dad took about 4 years to get it because when I was like jumping in the pickup, taking the horse box to the mat or something. I just got my phone out, push, bash, and he'd be like, "Fuck, you're always on your phone." But like I was literally like getting back to clients.
Yeah.
And then he got it, and then once he saw then that it was again making money that the cover of the rugby, he was like, "Oh fuck." He couldn't believe that you can make money off your phone.
Yeah, I know, and that's one of the things that it's not heard of really.
Yeah.
But then there is also having that balance where yes, there's times where you need to be on your phone, and when you go on holiday, that's the worst. I think having people to understand that that's what you kind of got to do, and
yeah, me and my wife went on our first holiday in like 5 years the other day because we had a not a sob story, but we had a tough 4 years building this place, 3 young kids. We were like, fuck, once we open, we're going to book a nice holiday. So we went to the Maldives, best holiday I've ever been on. And then everyone in the gym, we went for 10 days, everyone was like, you need to, don't take your phone, don't take your laptop, switch off. But like, this is controversial, but for me personally, if I didn't take my phone, I didn't take my laptop, I'd be more stressed.
100%.
So I had to keep it there, and for an hour a day then, I'd come in, I'd just check in, see other coaches again on the gym, I'd like get back to a few people, see like what's going on in the gym, put out fires, which there was a few.
Yeah.
And then I'd be chill then.
I know.
I couldn't switch off.
No. And that's the thing with like, I've tried, through like when I first started, I think I had a week off, like completely off. I said like, I'm not going on Instagram, I'm not going on WhatsApp, I'm not going on anything. And I got to the end of the week and I was just like more stressed about coming back to everything and like replying to people and like getting back into things. People cancelling because like the service and everything. And I was like, is this really worth me stopping doing stuff? Like, I've got a job where I can work anywhere in the world. Why not just suck it up, get 2 hours done a day?
Yeah.
Like yourself, and just like.
I like if you. I could tell like you're passionate about it. You enjoy it.
Yeah.
So like it's something you enjoy. If you were working like a job you hated, I don't know. Bin man or something.
Yeah.
And you hated it and you had to go in. And I get it, but you've chosen. You're doing the exact job that you want to do. For a living.
I know. It's mental when you do it like that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's I'm intrigued to see. That's something I've like always
struggled with.
Yeah, but like my wife's really supportive. Like when we go into a car now, say we go a long drive, she'll be like, "I'll drive. You get on your phone." And like just for like 20 minutes, and I'll just like bang out the jobs I need to do.
Yeah.
Put my phone away then, and on the way back, let's say we go to Swansea for the day, go shopping, whatever. On the way back, then it'll be the same thing. I'll drive for the first half an hour if you just want to catch up with people, and it's a good jigsaw piece.
You can be more present. I think actually, the thing I found hard was saying I'm working or just procrastinating and then not getting jobs done that I was supposed to. But like you said, do the 20-minute block. Yeah. Right. Just know for now, for the next 20, 30 minutes, whether it's your mates or your girlfriend, whatever, I'm not going to be able to speak to you or anything. And then once it's done, boom, phone away.
I've recently read Deep Work by Cam Newton. It's good.
Oh, is it really good?
And it pretty much states that it's proven that you can only work in a deep zone for half an hour.
Right.
You put in a half an hour block, whether it's your check-ins, getting back to people, programming. You've got a good half an hour before your brain starts to move in different directions.
Yeah.
So even if it is half an hour push, you can chill then for a while. It's amazing what you can achieve
in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and if you give yourself a day to do all your check-ins, if you give yourself an hour, you probably manage to do it in an hour at a good quality than doing a day as well.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
I know. I'm a nightmare. What you like procrastination?
Oh, terrible.
It's one of the biggest things that
put things off, and they'll be 10 o'clock at night, fuck.
I know, I need to do it, or check-ins are a good one. I think it's just having to speak, and it's a lot of brain power to obviously go through however many through the day, but actually just getting down and doing it. Sometimes though you can get into I find it with content especially, I can really, I'll open my iPad and some days I'll get on there and I'll be nah, I ain't got that. Yeah. And then other days I'll be boom, 3 or 4 videos done, dusted, edited, captioned.
Yeah, I know. It's a deep zone,
it's mental, zone. But I don't know what that is in your brain that how does that...
I've dabbled with different supplements, James Smith has got his new tonic.
Yeah, I've had some of that. It's good.
I don't know if it's a placebo of it that makes you think that, but I like the placebo effect. I don't even care if it works or not.
Yeah.
I feel if I take that drink, Atomic Habits, it's stacking habits, isn't it? So once I have this, I can then do my half an hour.
Yeah.
It's I think it is a placebo, to be honest with you. I'm putting it up there, but irrelevant of that fact, I think it still works.
Well, placebos work.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. It's if you can find something that's placebo enough to work, then...
I'm fuck, I'm having a cardio tonic, bosh, and I got half an hour there and I'm done.
You can do it.
Yeah, there's something to that. Again, massive believer in placebos. Right, we'll go into just a couple of quick fire questions now. What's your favourite WOD?
Ooh.
Benchmark WOD.
I like Fran.
Oh, you've only got a good Fran time, yeah?
Yeah, pretty decent Fran time. It's we're perfect in my time domain. I've never gone sub 2 minutes, but I think...
Achievable goal?
Yeah, I think we got that in us. Really ripped thrusters.
Oh, I hate thrusters.
I know, it's horrible.
Absolutely hate that. You're going to do... I'll stick to this for now. Least favourite movement?
Thruster.
Favourite movement?
Snatch.
Nice. Yeah, you got a good snatch. I've seen you snatch. Pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, I can have it.
Is that?
Yeah.
Favourite cheat meal?
I don't really have a cheat meal, really. What would I say?
What would you like? Favourite Chinese, yeah.
Chinese be good.
What's your favourite film?
Off of Wall Street.
Class. If you could be one fictional character for a day, what would you be?
The donkey off Shrek.
Eddie Murphy. Classic. Right, now, Ev, really enjoyed the conversation today. Thank you so much for making the trip down. Where can people find you? And if there's anything you want to plug?
Main protocol is Instagram, obviously. Evan Davies coaching, EDC. And then from there, if you're moving from scale to RX, or in a position where you're struggling with your training, don't know where to go, hit me up. We can go from there. But have a look at the Instagram first. I'd say always go through, see if people that I've worked with are in your situation, and then kind of go from there.
Brilliant. Looking forward to get you back on soon.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good.